Hello, welcome back to Far From Alone. So here I am messing around with stuff that I know nothing about. You'll remember from the last episode that I was playing with this here drone over here, and yeah, a lot of you commented that it was a bit of a waste of time because it's a lot of resources sort of tied up and not really much use. And the reason I've kind of pursued it is because I want to be able to control it myself. So if something is kind of following us from over there, behind us, I want to be able to fly a sort of wide circle and get in behind it. But I also wanted to have the possibility to be able to go and, you know, attack it on its own, maybe snipe off some of the weapons. So yeah, I agree. It is quite a lot of resources tied up in the thing, but now that I've converted it to hydrogen, they are all resources that I have got quite a lot of. So if it survives, and I can't really walk around the edge there, if it survives, that weapon there should be quite useful. But it is a test like everything else, and again it started out as being a bit of an excuse to use these interior turrets. So there's that. Right, as for Mr. Torpedo here, we're going to have to do some experiments because... Oh, Reaver Invader. Okay, let me just duck out of this guy's way. He is right in front of us, so I think we will... What will we do? We've got that jump drive switched off, so we're just going to do a jump just to get rid of him. As he's right in front of us, he will just tag on behind, and haven't got time for that nonsense just at the moment. I also notice I'm running out of hydrogen, so there's that too. Let's go and get some hydrogen. Yeah, so the torpedo, that's a little bit of a worry. This would not be a good time to run out of hydrogen, would it? There we go. What I'm worried about is the force with which it comes flying out of that tube and the speed that we've got to send it out of that tube. There's quite a lot of weight on the end of this tiny little rotor here. I'm a bit worried that that might be a problem. So the torque is the rotational torque, and the braking torque is the rotational torque that stops it when it's switched off, which it currently is. But there isn't any way to apply torque like lengthways. So I'm a little worried that when we fire those things off at whatever it is, 30 meters per second, the amount of weight on this end is just going to break that rotor joint there. But we'll have to test it and see. The other thing I'm a little worried about is once it's out, assuming it goes out correctly, which we didn't test. Let's give that a try now, shall we? Just going to reverse it at 1 meter per second. Yes, that's already at full extent. Okay, let's try. Let's go for the next rotor, next piston up, which is that one. Okay, and then we'll do this one. Okay, so it does go past those. So if we do the next one again, what I'm worried about is that it won't come back in again, because it'll go off the end of these blocks. And we're okay at the moment. Next one in sequence is that one. So once it runs off the end of those blocks, if it's even slightly misaligned, yeah, we're still held in by the sides at the moment, but the top and the bottom don't have a guide. Well, let's try this one. Okay, all looks pretty stable actually. Quite impressed with that. So piston torpedoes, let us come around this side so that we can see it. Piston torp. So if I reverse those all together, okay, so it does come back. That's something I was worried about. So the only thing then is this weak joint here, whether or not that's going to work. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to set a timer up that will increase the velocity of these pistons to their maximum. We need to calculate what that is, and just before they reach their maximum, which we can do by time, I'm going to release the merge block so that the drill and its merge block are not attached at the point where this reaches its maximum, if you like. So there'll be less pull on that rotor. So there's that. Right, the other thing is I haven't had time between episodes, which I would normally do, to grind this lump of scrap down. And we do have this thruster, which it would be a bit of a shame to lose. I think it is in, yeah, it's in pretty good shape, only needs a few bits. So I need to figure out where I'm going to put that, whether it's a permanent position or a temporary storage position. And it strikes me that on the top here as a down thrust would be most useful. But I don't really have anywhere I can put it. So the current down thrust is those three there, and these three here. So I think maybe if we got rid of those and put an ion in there as a backup instead of there, get rid of the hydrogens and do the same on the other side, then I would kind of have room sort of here at the side of the turret. Maybe. Let's go and have a look inside. Yeah, so they are 4 blocks long, and obviously that's 1 block there, and then we've got 2, 3, 4, so it's going to come down to there, which is in the way, but I could bring it just down to here, which arguably is not so much in the way. They are 3 by 3, so we could maybe push it further back and eat into this a little bit. So let's see how that looks. So that's the center there. So if I go to that one, we can use that as either the middle or the furthest back. So that would be that one and perhaps that one, and then maybe that one and that one, or maybe those two further back. So let's go and have a look what that looks like. I'm thinking more for maneuverability. I know in space you don't really need you know, all of this, but for maneuverability purposes we've already got lots of sides. So we've got 1, 2, 3, 4 there, and then this whole bank up here of 9. So top is the weakest point at the moment. So if I brought it up 1 block from there, we'd have to build a sort of a wall around it, maybe a heavy armor wall. We could do that there. That's a possibility. Yeah. So I think I'm going to get on with that. I'm going to grind that down, and if I can, I'll come to a stop and move that thruster, and we'll drop it in up there. But I won't bore you with all the grinding down bits, so bear with me.
Sometimes when I'm resting and closing my eyes, my wife home all lonely, each night she cries. I see my homestead tucked up in the trees, not knowing what happened or where I could be. The visions are fading as the time passes by. I desperately hold them in my mind's eye. It's been such a long time in this endless night. I have to get home and hold her real tight. So I'll keep on moving, pushing closer to home. Gotta keep on dreaming, though I'm on my own. Building up my defenses, protecting my ship, lifting up my spirits, not letting them slip. I hope she's surviving at home on her own. I hope she's okay and getting along. If only a signal could be sent in my name, I'd tell her I miss her again and again. So I'll keep on moving, pushing closer to home. Gotta keep on dreaming, though I'm on my own. Building up my defenses, protecting my ship, lifting up my spirits, not letting them slip. These dreams are too painful, the memories are faint, but it drives me on forwards and keeps me up late.
Okay, welcome back. So, all that's left now is the thruster on the bottom and a few pipes. So, just going to come to a stop. I've just done another jump away from a Reaver, so I'm hoping we'll have a few quiet minutes to get this done. So, not going to hang about too much. Let's just go and grab my little tug. Try not to bump it on the way out this time. Okay, so this one is going in kind of vertically, so this is going to be a tight squeeze, I think, but we should be alright. Okay, that's locked. And take those off, and those are already retracted, so we can just arc you out of the way. Okay, so get some correct orientation. Make sure we don't bash into the ship on the way. Okay, so I've already put a pad on there, so if that's the right place, which I'm thinking it's not actually, because we got 1, 2, 3, 4 sticking out. I think actually it needs to be one lower than that. So that's on there, and I think that's right. 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3. Yeah, I think that's right. So that should be here. Apparently, I don't have the stuff. Okay, I cut the hole far bigger than I need, so shouldn't have any problem squeezing in here. Not that you can see it. something stopping it there. Or it's stopping it. That one. Oh, we should be more than past it there. Nope, doesn't want to go. Can't see. We are a little bit twisted, but okay, so we need to come down about half a block. There we go. And actually, I thought I was going to stick up a block. I was clearly wrong, either that or I've put it down too low. Yeah, it is actually a block lower than I was planning. But I think we can actually get away with that, you know? I mean, it is extremely close to that welder, but we're not going to be building very big ships. I think we might... I don't know. Should I move it? It would look neater there, but it is a bit crammed, isn't it? Got a Mayday ahead of us. I think I might move it. I don't quite like having it that close to the welder because it restricts the movement of any ships that I might want to build. So I did put the pad on in the right place to start with, didn't I? Okay, a couple more pads. And then it was here. Okay, that's quick and easy. Right, I think I'm going to put this ship away before I do anything else, just in case. Thank you. Okay, so I can either pipe it in from there, or probably better from inside here somewhere. Not going to worry too much about that for now. We don't really need that thruster, so... We'll just get this sealed up while we can. Okay, and then I think I'm going to put some heavy armor around that, so just to be on the safe side. I don't think we need to go too nuts. I'm going to have to be those on the outside. think maybe those on the back. Yeah, a bit of extra protection. And have those on the side and the front, I think. Say I'm not planning on using that connection, but I've just left it in because, well, why not? Where are we? 8. There we go. A few more grids. Okay, and then I'll get that piped up and we'll get these changed over. This one can actually come out now, I think. Oh, no, I'll do it when I pipe that one up. I think that's the best thing. Right, we do have a mayday very conveniently in our path over there. So I'm thinking if I just keep on moving for a little bit, we'll see if we can get to it before the Reavers descend on us again. Oh, we're too late. Reavers have already descended. And that's a Tormentor, which would be kind of nice, except I don't have my torpedo set up yet. I think maybe the torpedo should be on the helm, so that I can line it up to fire it. But I do need, I suppose we could fire it, but it would have to be done manually. We do need a timer to make sure everything works correctly. Let's just see if we can sneak past him, get to this mayday. He should be getting further away any minute. I think we're about parallel with him now, so if we drop under 5, he'll definitely see us. Ooh, it's gonna be close. Hold your breath, everybody. Oof, yeah, that was very close. But he is now getting further away, which is good. Now, can we actually see this? I don't see it yet. Just while I'm thinking about it, also, I want to check my interior turrets. Yeah, so the drone's got ammo in, and not sure, maybe I've taken them off actually. Let's have a look. One spell. Yeah, we should have them on inventory because we need to know whether they've got ammo in or not. So they have. Okay. Ooh. No. 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 Stop. I think that's it up there. So let's see. Okay. Don't actually recognize that one. Interesting. A little bit worried about that tormentor being so close. Right, let's just have a quick systems check here. So, what have we got? I think I put that as a kill switch, as mentioned in the comments. Thank you very much. Turret controllers are off. Okay, so we should definitely be switching those on, I think. And the projector is on. I'm going to switch that off because we've changed the ship since that was done. Okay, so usual procedure, make a GPS here so we can find our way back when we need to. And I'm going to leave my good gear here. We'll take a rubbish welder with us. And I'm going to take some of those with me as well, just in case I need to make a seat. Okay, I'm going to go in on foot just to assess the situation, especially while that tormentor is around. But hopefully he's going to continue in a straight line away from us. Okay, so you've definitely got a gun. Ow. And an interior turret on this side. Any more? Is it just the two? Kind of like to avoid that Gatling turret if I could. Ah, we got an angle there. Straight into the rocket launchers, look. Okay. Question is, where's that interior turret? Must have been on the back because he couldn't see us. Don't see him. But we know he's there somewhere. There he is. Oh, on the battery as well. A horrible place to put a turret. Right on the battery. Oh, got stuck on the block. Okay, well, at least now we know where he is. We can take a gun maybe and shoot him out. Right, better to take basic tools again. Ooh, got 2 missiles there. Do I not have a basic grinder? Apparently I do not. So, what have we got? One of those. And what do you take? MR20. You got any MR20s? There's a pistol. Do these work? Okay. Let's. Oops! No, I didn't want to press it. Character weapons. No. Those don't work. MR20. MR20. Yeah, guess you're already loaded then, huh? Right. Let's try that again. So we know if we go in from this side, there is an angle. I'm gonna have to take that interior turret off before I get my body back, if I get my body back. So I'm going to follow the same route, but this time I'm hoping I'll be able to see the turret before it sees me. Oh, what? How did you see me over there? Okay, well, we'll do that again then, shall we? Tools. We'll run out of basics now. Another one each, and another rifle, and we got a few more rounds of that. Okay, so I need to stay lower. I was too high. Okay, 3rd time's a charm. Okay, so I think I went under this the first time. And then we found the battery. And it's on the top of the battery there. Get a position. There we go. No ammo. Okay. And now, can I get those back without being shot by the Gatling turret? That's the question. The other one gone? Yeah, the other one's despawned. Alright, so we know the Gatling turret's on the top there somewhere. So, what's the quickest and easiest way to get there without being shot. Sure there's no interior turrets. I think we're good. And I'm guessing the turret's going to be above here. Yep. Ah, not quite. Okay, so I'm actually going to, I think I'll disconnect that one so that it can't shoot me on my way out if I haven't hacked it correctly. Oh, I don't know why it's suddenly on fire. But, yeah, I don't think we're going to get any components back even with this grinder on enemy blocks. No, it's all just scrap. But I will repair that turret and see if I can get some ammunition out of it. And I think the best thing to do now is to get some stuff to hack it. Should be safe, I think. Yep. Okay. Where are we? Upside down. That's where we are. Okay, so turret controllers off, dampeners off. Move over that way, and then let's just the ship turrets. Assault cannon, interior turrets. Okay, switch those off. And turret controllers. Yeah, that's all of them. Okay, so drop you down. Saw a connector on here somewhere. Was it on the bottom, I think? Let's see if we can rotate round for that. Have a look. We're most certainly going to have to hack that. Put those away. Get our nice tools back. Okay, so that's ours, and then we've got somewhere. Oh, looks like the turret despawned. I didn't think we'd gone that far away from it. We haven't moved it, have we? So yeah, it must have despawned. How annoying. Actually, I'm going to go to the other cockpit. Yes, you're right, I need an access from inside, and I'm thinking about it. I'm not quite absolutely sure how I can do that, because I'm going to have to put an airlock there. Okay, log on to you. You should start hacking with everything you've got. Yep, that's hacking and it's fighting. So it's obviously not a ship then, is it? Interesting. Not a station, I mean, it is obviously a ship if it's able to move like that. Switch those off as soon as we get control of them. Come on, give me control. The other thing I could possibly do is let's move that off. I don't know why we've got those on there really, they're nothing to do with hacking and things, are they? Will you stop swinging for a minute? Thank you. What we need, a couple of those. Yeah, I can't switch the dampeners off with that. But what do we have access to, if anything? Batteries? No, don't want to switch those off anyway, we need to hack things. They might actually be my batteries, but I don't think they are. So... gyroscopes. Oh wow. Okay, that's quite a long list, isn't it? Ooh. So the only other thing I could do is to put a control seat on there of some form. We got one on here. Yes. Guess a helm will do, wouldn't it? Oh, into computers. There we go. Right, we need to do something with this antenna, I think. Still attempting to hack, but this antenna being on is a little bit worrying, so I think I'm actually gonna
inventory full.
Take that off. Oh, we got a gravity gen as well, have we? Okie dokie. So the gravity gen must be upside down, throwing things upwards. We haven't hacked it yet, so we'll have to leave that. Right. Well, I don't think there's any particular reason why we can't be on our way. So we'll just leave that to hack while we mess around with something else. Where's home? All the way up there. More gyros needed. The sun on our panels so we get whatever energies we get. And we're on our way. And we got more salvage. Yay! Just hope there's something worth having. I know there's ion thrusters on that. That's worth having. And a dangerous Reaver encounter that is dangerously close to us. I think we're keeping a close eye on that as we pass, because I'm not sure what the aggro range is on that, but we might need to do a jump. Both trying to hack the flight seat at the moment, so leave them to it. And I don't need my GPS now. So we're creeping our way ever closer to home. Touch wood. So far, we've done pretty well. A few close scrapes, but definitely making progress. Yeah, I think we'll be alright with that. I think it's unlikely to get close enough to be a problem for us. So, as we're cruising past that one, while we hack the other one, I wanted to go and have a look here. I want to tidy this up a little bit inside, so we can do that quite easily. I don't really want to connect it to that pipe, because if that pipe does get damaged we lose thrust, but it's certainly the easiest place to connect it at the moment anyway. So I'm thinking we just go across like that and then put one of these, where are we? Yeah, think that's right. One of those in there. That's quick, easy, quick and simple. I'm not sure what I'm doing there yet. Okay, that'll do for now. That's all connected. Right, now I need somewhere to put the timers for this. Now I could put them on the small grid, but I'm not going to. Simply because that's all going to be moving fairly fast if all goes to plan. Yeah, I don't think that's a good place to put them. So I'm thinking probably the best place to put them, I can even find them on my newly rearranged hotbar. I think we can get 2 in there, and I think I need 2, so that seems like a logical place to put them. Okay, so this is going to be... what should we have? Torpedo... fire. Now, thinking about this, we're going to have to... What are we going to have to do? We're going to fire it, then retract it. So if we make the first command of the retract, the release mechanism, I think that'll work. So fire is instant, that's okay. And then this one's going to be retract. So what we need to know is the first piston. How do we know which the first piston is? Well, I guess it doesn't really matter. So we want to pick a piston. Can't spell. Okay, so we could just do the group, I guess. But for now, I'm just going to do a piston. I don't know which one that is, but I want to increase velocity once. Okay, so torpedo pistons. I'm going to set their velocity to 0. Hopefully that's not done anything, even though it made a noise. And then we're going to press the fire button once. So, yeah, trigger now. Then we're going to check the pistons. One by one. To see which velocity increase. So that one is increased. That one has not. Okay, that was a good guess. So it's increased to 0.5. So that's 1/10, isn't it? So if we do that 10 times, that's 5 meters per second. That's the fastest it can go. Okay. Set that back to 0. And then fire is okay, so groups, torp, distance. So we want to increase velocity. Now this is going to be from a negative number because we want to have a default retract amount. So 10 times from, let's say, negative 0.1 should be sufficient. Increase velocity. I'm just going to do it on the 3 to start with. I think we don't want to go too nuts the first time we try it. Actually, no, let's do halfway. Let's do that one. Velocity. Velocity. Okay, so that's 1, 2, 3, 4. Did I set that one too? Increase velocity. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. We'll do the other 5 later once we know it kind of works. And then on retract, can't spell. The first thing we want to do on retract is torpedo merge on board. So we want to toggle that off. Then we want to decrease velocity. Yeah, decrease velocity. Okay, so we have a matching number then of decreased velocity. Okay, so once we've decreased the velocity, then that should put us back to a negative, which will pull it back in again. So all we need to know is how long it takes to get up to full speed, and then set this retract timer to that length of time. So I'm thinking if we just start anywhere, start at like 4 seconds. So then that one, no, what we want to do is torp pistons. We want to set those to, let's say, minus 0.1, something like that. Okay, so that should set them at a default of retracted, and then when we press fire, that should go out half the speed that we're expecting it to go. So actually what I'm going to do is let's put a button on there so we can see what's happening. Don't think I've got a button convenient. If I did have, I couldn't find it. That'll do. Just want a big red button basically. It'll be on a hotbar somewhere in the end, but for now. So once it's fired, yeah, once it's fired, we need to. It's going to take time to go out. At which point we need to start. Yeah, so here we need to retract. If I could spell. Retract timer, we want to start that. Okay, and I'm wandering off for some reason, I don't know why. Right, okay, so this then is just our fire button, and that's trigger now. I don't know why I can't dampen to my own ship. That seems a bit strange. Okay, so we'll test it at half speed, shall we?
Energy low.
Okay, that all seemed to work quite well. In fact, I think we can retract it faster than that. So, torp, pistons. So we're going to set their default to, let's say, 2.5, something like that. And then our fire piston. So we've got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. We want 6. So increase velocity. Same again. Okay, so we've got increased velocity on all 10 of those. So we need to make sure we match that on the retract. We also need to check when that switches off, so we can do that as well in the next one. So this is torp, piston, decrease. Okay, so we should be ready to go again. So it's going to fly out this time, and if there's any damage going to be done, I would expect it to be here, although we don't have the payload on the end. So 3, 2, 1. Yeah, so 4 seconds is much too long. I think maybe 2 or something, but we'll have to get the timing pretty exact for that to work. Thinking I'm wandering off because we're possibly not aiming for home anymore. Not sure, but something's wandering. Okay, so we switch that on. Can we have a guesstimate as to how long it takes? Be a lot easier if I didn't keep drifting off the switch. Come on, dampen. Ow. Trying to dampen to the ship and I don't know what's going on there. That's very strange. Whoa. Yeah. Something going on with my dampen, I'm not sure what. Okay, so let's try that again. I want to try and get an accurate time on this because we want to release that before it gets to the end. So that's less than a second according to my calculation. So the retract then, we could try 1 second, but I rather suspect that's going to be too much. Yeah, it's got to be between 1. So the only thing I can do there, if 1 is too high, is to use a trigger now. Put you back on again. Where are those sparks coming from? I think they must be coming off this rotor. Not sure what's going on there. Velocity is 0, rotor lock is on, lock is switched off, and we've got braking torque. Can't share the inertial tensor really, or should we? I mean, if I share the inertial, no, because that's going to mess up the ship, isn't it? I was thinking we could maybe get some more force behind the weapon. We've got a couple of Reavers over there, but they're not getting any closer really. Okay, so we'll try this on 1 second, if I could stop drifting long enough to press the button. Can't actually see whether that was the right time or not. Yeah, the Reavers are actually getting further away, so that's fine. So what I was thinking was, when it retracts, we could theoretically... No, because we've literally just switched that off, haven't we? Whether to wait with another timer for it to retract fully, or whether to just start building it as it retracts. I think if I switch that off and immediately switch it back on, there's a chance it will re-merge. So yeah, I think maybe we should use another timer. Seems a bit of a waste. But I'm pretty sure in computer terms, if we carry out a function of switch off the merge block and then switch it back on the same timer cycle, I think that's probably gonna not work. Okay, so this is going to be build torpedo. And the delay is pretty small, maybe 4 seconds again. Okay, so retract then. We'll simply call build. Lock build torpedo. Got lots of things named build. So we're going to start that one, and then build will. Where are we? No, that's welder. That one. That's going to switch on the projector, which we haven't switched off yet. Switch on the welder. and switch on the merge block. I think that's everything we need. Okay, so on the fire then, we need to put additional actions. Here we can switch off the projector and switch off the welder, and the merge block will get switched off when it hands over to the other timer, so that's fine. Okay, I think we're all good. So let me just quickly dive out here. I don't think we're drifting off. I don't know why I'm wandering so much in the ship. We do of course have that thing slung on underneath. Right, just going to take a blueprint of that. That took its time, didn't it? There we go. Yellow Space Marine, and then I'll get that loaded in the projector. You don't need to see me doing that. I'm sure you know more than enough about loading up projectors. So, access up here then. We do have a sort of secret room behind there. I'm wondering if I can convert that in some way. I think probably it's going to have to, if we go up anywhere, it's going to have to be that one, because I've taken a feed off that pipe into the cargo box, I believe. Yes. So we're going to have to go up there. That's very awkward to get into the cockpit there, isn't it? Let's put that on depressurize for a minute so we don't waste all our air. Oh, apparently we wasted all our air. Does worry me when you see gaps like that, but apparently that is airtight. Yeah, so apart from the obvious problem of having to get up there, we would kind of need two doors. So I can't put a block on this block. That's a no-no. There's a block there and a block there. So if we put a door, if I can find one, there we are. Yeah, put that door there, and then this door, it's a bit narrow if you're jetpacking, isn't it? About an offset door. No, gaping great hole underneath it, so that won't work. That's really our only option, isn't it? But I still can't make an airlock. It would have to just be a manual one. You'd have to remember to close the door as you come up. But the question is, how difficult is it going to be? Like, if I were to put that there, for instance, with a jetpack, you can actually get through there. But I mean, coming up here with a jetpack and then having to negotiate your way around that's oops. It's not ideal. And then you've got to go this way, and then you've got to go that way. You've got to remember to shut the doors. I mean, it is a way of doing it, but I'm just so restricted on space here. The only other way of doing it is from like the front here, but I don't really want to do that. No. That one we can change. It could be an offset, but it doesn't make a lot of difference. They take up half a block, whatever you do. Okay, well, I'll leave that open for you guys to offer your better suggestions, because you know far better than I do, as has been proven time and time again. Oh, you know, not got any construction components.
Energy low.
I guess it'd be in that, wouldn't they? We have run out of construction components. Guessing we're getting low on... ooh, yeah, look, steel plate. What else we got? Got a few of those. Yeah, we better get a few more of everything, I think. And some of those. We got battery stuff, we got a few grids. Put these away, I know we need them again, but make some sort of order out of them at least. Right, let's start that one again. Yay. Yeah, I mean, definitely not ideal, but it is a means of getting up. Should I need to. Just get some energy from within the ship, which, you know, is an improvement. Right, we need to put that... yeah, that's... I guess that door could actually be left open the vast majority of time. As long as the inner door is closed, the outer door doesn't really matter. Right, oxygen. And what was I doing? Oh, we were going to test the thingy-me-jig. We need to what? We need to put this on here, I think. So we've got the decoy build on there, we've got the railgun and front and back cameras. So I think we need to put the fire control on there as well. And that's trigger now. Okay, so if I fire it, it should reset and build it, shouldn't it? Assuming I've done everything correctly. So, trigger now. Yeah, there we go. But that's not merged for some reason. That's switched off. Why is that switched off? Oh look, we've got a volunteer. Yeah, I don't know, because the blueprint was saved. Obviously there's no power on the blueprint when I save it. But I would have thought when it was built that would automatically... because it doesn't need power to merge. That's an interesting question. I hadn't thought of that, but because I saved that blueprint as just a drill with a merge block, I assumed when it was built it would automatically merge. But apparently it doesn't. Which is a shame, because the only way I can tell it to merge is by manually coming and merging it. Because if it's not connected I have no control over it. And I don't want to put batteries and timers on it, sort of auto-merge it, because that kind of defeats the whole point. It's supposed to be cheap replacement for magnesium. I don't want to start piling resources into it. Okay, well, we've made some progress at least, and we got some loot. So let's have a quick look. That should all be hacked by now. We've got a very nice 1, 2, 3, 4. Nothing in that, nothing in that. 5. Nothing in that. Nothing in that. So, what's that? 5, I think? Yeah, I counted the front one. Yeah, I counted the front one, didn't I? So, but anyway, at least 5. Yeah, ion thrusters. So that's nice, that'll be some stuff. And, oh yes, result. Missiles. 11 in that one. Very nice. We're going to get those broken down pretty quick. They don't actually give you as much magnesium as you'd like to think. That's still building, so I'll leave that build. Yeah, they actually don't give very much magnesium, but compared to what I've got, I'll take it. Get rid of you because I can't hack you. Ooh, survival kit. But you're switched off, which means I can't hack you without... Oh, I guess I could. Apparently we've got a hydrogen engine on somewhere. Where are you? There you are. Oh, you burning all my hydrogen, thank you very much. Right, so now that you're mine, we can hack you and hopefully get the medical components back out. But I don't think there's anything much else on here. Let's have a look in the cargo. Yeah, we've hacked that. So this ship only. Rocket launcher. Didn't I have those? I emptied the rocket launcher. We got another set somewhere. That's one, that's the other. Oh, you've reloaded yourself, have you? Very clever, Mr. Rocket Launcher. Right, so dump you in there. Yeah, so cargo-wise, there's nothing else worth having. I don't know whether I might be able to get the oxygen out. That's 100% full. That's 100% full. I don't think I've got the storage space for it. But we will definitely have you. So we got 3 and 3 scrap. So we're getting about a 50% return rate on this grinder at least. And you are remote control, but you're ours, so that's fine. Yeah, you don't have anything in you. A couple of gyros that might be useful. We need some more gyro. Battery, which I can put on discharge actually. Don't need that recharging. Anything else? I think mainly it's just the thrusters. Yep, so I think that's it. But it's all worth having, you know, it's all good stuff. Even these have metal grids in them, so what I'll do is I'll break this down between episodes, and we'll get all those goodies processing, get all that scrap refined, and get some gold back, and yeah, we'll be cooking. But I think for now that's all I've got time for. It's been a good episode, I think. I think we got a lot done. So thank you very much for joining me, and I hope you're all keeping well. And if I can, I will endeavour to bring you an episode every week. If I don't, please forgive me. Things are a bit chaotic at the moment. But take care of yourselves, and I hope to see you again soon. Bye bye.